Our lesson is all about literary devices. Our objectives are analyze a speech as a means of looking closely at situations the country is facing at present. Then identify the literary devices used in the text. And lastly, discuss the literary devices found in the selection. According to the quotation of Milan Kundera, only a literary work that reveals an unknown fragment of human existence has a reason for being. The life from the past reveals true stories or history, which is the fragments of people from the past. This is true critics. A literary device is a departure from the ordinary form of expression, ordinary clause of ideas in order to produce a greater effect. A literary device can be classified on the basis of resemblance, the same like as in simile, metaphor, etc., and contrast as in antithesis and epigram. Association, as in metonymy and synecdoche. Construction of a sentence, as in climax and anticlimax. Literary devices. It is interesting when you read, useful when you write. A figure of speech is a rhetorical device that achieves a special effect by using words in a distinctive way. Rhetorical devices, techniques writers and speakers use to effectively convey ideas and enhance arguments. Writers and speakers use rhetorical devices within the language in order to emphasize, explain, or unify ideas and often to persuade. Anaphora. Anaphora is a repetition of a word or phrase at the beginning of a series of clauses or sentences. It's often seen in poetry and speeches, intended to provoke an emotional response in its audience. Examples: O Lord, rebuke me not in thy anger, neither chasten me in thy hot displeasure. Have mercy upon me, O Lord, for I am weak. O Lord, heal me, for my bones are vexed. My soul is also sore vexed. But thou, O Lord, how long? And here's another example. My life is my purpose. My life is my goal. My life is my inspiration. These are just the example of anaphora. It is more on repetition of a word or phrase at the beginning of a series of clauses or sentences. Anaphora. Parallelism is the use of components in the sentence that are grammatically the same or similar in their construction, sound, meaning, or meter. Examples: like father, like son. Number 2, flying is fast, comfortable, and safe. When we talk about parallelism, it should be grammatically the same or similar in their construction, sound, or meaning, or meter. Metaphor is a figure of speech which makes an implicit, implied, or hidden comparison between two things that are unrelated but share some common characteristics. Examples: my brother was boiling mad. Number 2, the assignment was a breeze. So it is the same like It has a hidden comparison or comparing two things that are unrelated without the use of like and as. Allusion is a brief and indirect reference to a person, place, thing, or idea of historical, cultural, literary, or political significance. Examples: don't act like a Romeo in front of her. Number 2. Hey, guess who the new Newton of our school is? It tells about indirect reference to a person or in any idea or historical or cultural, literary, or political significance. I have a dream. It is an excerpt from Martin Luther King Jr. I say to you today, my friends, and though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold this truth to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at a table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day even the state of Mississippi, state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into oases of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my four little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day down in Alabama, with its vicious racist, with its governor having his lip tripping with the words of interposition and nullification, one day right here in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is the faith that I go back to the south with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair the stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discord of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with new meaning. My country is of thee, sweet land of liberty. Of thee I sing, land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside let freedoms ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. So let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the hardening allegiance of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. When this happens, and when we allow freedom to ring, We will let it rain from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city. We'll be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing, in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last. This is your activity. It's whether the statement is anaphora, metaphor, parallelism, or allusion. Write it on the space provided. Answer the activities in the post-test and reflection in your module. According to Diana aboard the Burr, as a literary device, sugar and pastry carried so many nuances. The sweetness of the past, the danger of overeating and addiction, but the political and environmental devastation of plantations. It was just what a book needed. So all the literary devices and all the sugar and pastry, all the sweetness of the past, it is what a book needed.